Welcome back. In this lecture, we are going to set up shipping and taxes. Now, when it comes to shipping, it is not our job as marketers to know where they should and shouldn't ship to, your clients, that is. However, it is our job to know how to set it up for them. So if you're working with a client, make sure that you have all of the information that you need. For example, which countries do they sell to? Which countries do they not sell to? And then I'm going to show you how to have the taxes automatically be calculated at the checkout. Let's dive in. So we're going to start off by going to the left and then go down to plugins and click on add new plugin. And then we're going to search for WooCommerce shipping. And then we're going to install the WooCommerce shipping and tax. Don't worry about the low ratings. This plugin works perfectly as intended. We've been using it for years. Install now and then activate. So now we're going to go over to WooCommerce and then settings. And now we're going to scroll down and click on enable tax rates and calculations. So now these can be automatically configured at the end and calculated. So click on save changes. And then we're going to move over to shipping and we're going to start off fresh. So whatever you have in here, go to the right and click on delete. So assuming right now that we are in Europe, which we are, but let's assume for this case that we are within Europe. What I'm going to do here is that I am going to set up shipping that has one sort of price when it's shipping within Europe, a different price when it's shipping outside of Europe, and then add in a free shipping whenever people are purchasing over $99. So you'll know how to set up different shipping alternatives for different locations with different methods. Again, if you are a business owner, you need to know what the actual cost of the shipping is going to be and have those calculations where you need to know how much to charge for the shipping to which country in order to still be profitable. And if you're working with clients, that is not your job, that is your client's job to have those numbers. So let's start off by setting up shipping within Europe. I'm going to click on add zone. I'm going to give the zone name Europe. Zone regions, I'm just going to select Europe, click on add shipping method. It's going to be a flat rate. Continue. It's going to be taxable and the cost is going to be $9. Now, whether it's going to be taxable or not, that's going to depend on which country you are in and which countries you're shipping to. It really varies from country to country. And if you don't know the answer to this question, you can just keep it as taxable. And I'm going to click on create and save. Perfect. So that's the first one. Then we're going to go back by clicking on shipping zones. Click on add zone. We're going to call this outside Europe. Zone regions are going to be most countries. So let's say we're going to do Africa. We're not going to do Antarctica, but we're going to do Asia. We're not going to do Europe. We're going to be outside of Europe. North America, Oceania, and South America. And that's it. So we're just going to exclude Antarctica and Europe here because Antarctica it's going to cost a bit to ship over there. We're just going to assume that's not a good place to ship to for now because of the cost. Then I'm going to click this away and then add shipping method. Click on flat rate, which is just a flat added rate on the shipping itself. Click on continue, keep it as taxable, and we're going to add this one in as $15, so a little bit more expensive. Create and save. And then we're going to go back again. And finally, we're going to add in a free shipping for those who buys over $99. So I'm going to add a zone. I'm going to call it free shipping. Zone regions are going to be all countries. And then shipping method, we're going to select free shipping, continue. And the requirement is going to be a minimum order amount of $99. And I'm also going to check apply minimum order rule before coupon discount. So whether they're using coupons or not, the original price needs to be at least $99 in order to be eligible for the free shipping. So I'm going to click on create and save. And then we can head back to shipping zones. And now we've set our shipping up. We're of course going to test this out with a checkout test later on. But for now, this is all we need to do for the shipping. And the taxes are going to be calculated based on the country that they choose at their checkout as well. So that's all automated. So for now, we've set up everything we need. And remember, as a digital marketer, it's your job to know how to set these things up, but it is not your job to know what the amount should be in order for the company to stay profitable. That is the business owner's job. So make sure that you set this up in conjunction, or rather together with your client. And if you're doing this for yourself, make sure that you're doing the calculations before you add in the amount, so you know that the amounts are still gonna make you profitable when you're shipping things out with your products. Well done. So let's move on in this course and start setting up our product pages. See you in the next lecture.